Hey, what up guys, Wavy Films here, and today I have another custom LEGO minifigure showcase for you guys. And for this showcase, I have my part 3 of my Avengers Infinity War project showcase. So for this video I have 6 figures, and I know only 4 are shown. That's because one of them is just my updated Spider-Man. I just changed a little bit on him. And another one is actually a spoiler for Thor Ragnarok. I know that the internet rule is like 1 week after the movie comes out you can spoil, and today's 1 week. But I'm going to be nice and just not show him, and I will just give you a spoiler warning before I do show him. I probably already did post him on social media without warning, so sorry about that if I did spoil it for you, but it's the internet rule, so I'm morally okay. Anyway, for this showcase I have Tony Stark, Gamora, Black Panther, Wang, my updated Spider-Man, and an extra Thor Ragnarok spoiler figgy. I also have a special surprise for you at the end of this video. It's not a giveaway, it's pretty cool though, so go watch to the end to find out what that is. So we're going to start off with my boy Tony Stank. Now, I want to give a shout out to my friend Shane, The Last Prime. I'll have a link to his Flickr and Instagram in the description. So at Brick Fair, he had this really cool Iron Man 3 Tony Stark figure that he was selling because he was making it for a commission, and the dude backed out, didn't answer any of his DMs, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna sell this, so I bought it off him. And so these legs and the head and hair are from that figure. It was based on the Iron Man 3 version, and he had like a sculpted glove on, and so me and him were talking, and I was gonna update the figure and do a magnetic removable boot in this leg right here. And so if you look, there's actually a magnet in it, and that was going to be for the Iron Man 3 Tony Stark. But I decided to, after seeing some of the set photos, just to make an alternate torso and fabric piece to make it an Avengers 4/Avengers Infinity War Tony Stark. So this is just kind of a variant. But yeah, so the new arc reactor, or whatever it is, I guess we'll figure out when we see the movie, is sculpted on there with a painted blue and silver with a black wash. The waist cape is like a Cape Madness waist cape that I just cut to make it look like a hoodie, and I painted all these details on, like the camo and the orange and light gray lines. I also painted on all these hexagon patterns, which I really like because I just like did like I washed his torso in like white, and you can see like the faded effect, and then I just painted over it with matte black to do the shapes, and then I just painted on the orange lines and the collar. So pretty simple. And just to note, I really like the likeness Shane got on this face. I think it's better than the Lego head. And yeah, so thanks to Shane. Next we have Wang from Avengers Infinity War. So yeah, his suit is also his appearance in Doctor Strange, but in this one he's got a little bit of hair and a little long stash and beard, so I added those. For this figure I did have to paint the eyes from scratch, so as you can see they look a little bit bigger than they're supposed to. I hate painting eyes, and I think I did an okay job. I really hate just painting faces, including eyes, from scratch. I sculpted a little tum-tum because he's a thick boy, and the belt, or I glued on fabric onto the waist for like his robes. This is also fabric here, the purple part on his torso. So that's sorry about that. So these brown things on the front here and around his torso are all E-tape. Try to make it look as accurate as possible. I started the figure right after I made my Doctor Strange, but I didn't finish him until like last week, just because I just had to do like the this part, like the fabric part and the E-tape. But yeah, so that's Wang. He's pretty cool. Next we have Gamora. So I started on her a while ago as well, and I just finished her. So the hairpiece is the Scarlet Witch hairpiece with half of it cut off, because it kind of gives the same style of one side going over her shoulder like the Lego official hair does, but the roots and just the shape and length overall is more accurate to her. And then I did a wash in like for the pink fade, which I really like how that turned out. For her sword, which I really hate how it turned out, and I hate doing it, but it works, so I'm gonna keep it. This part and this part are just pieces of plastic painted silver glued onto a katana hilt, and then just painted the details on. I did E-tape around her wrists for like her gauntlets, and all of the torso is all layered in E-tape. There's no back. I didn't paint on her back because As you can see, the hair covers it all up anyway, so I didn't think it was that much of a problem. Belts are E-tape, and so is this holster on the side, and then this buckle and that buckle are cut up pieces of Procreate. So yeah, that's Gamora, and I actually really like the accuracy on how that figure turned out. And last but not least, a figure that I'm really, really proud of, Black Panther. This is based on his suit in the new Black Panther movie, not Civil War, and I'm assuming he's wearing that in Infinity War. Let's just get some better lighting because he's all black, but yeah, so I added the purple lines because I painted everything matte black, and then I was going to do like the details on the suit with gloss black. Didn't really look too good, and you couldn't really tell, and it just looked weird. And the it just, yeah, and the suit itself is really simplistic. So if I add the purple lines, it actually gives it more, you know, detail to it, which I like. I sculpted the muscles, so I sculpted the abs and the pecs and all of the teeth on the necklace and on the sides. I also sculpted the entire mask and sculpted these teeth that are like on the legs, and the ones on the arms are E-tape. So yeah. Also, these on the back are E-tape. The back's kind of bad because I didn't have much reference, so I just went off like this one really blurry photo, and I'll definitely update it once we get better, clearer reference, because I don't also like how it turns out, and I'm expecting to update it later. So just sticking to the front, yeah, I really like how everything turned out, all the blue, or the purple lines. I like the effect it kind of got, because I painted like a light purple, and then like washed regular purple over it. And I'm really happy with how the mask has turned out. It's quite an improvement from Civil War. I just used a Batman mask and sculpted over the mouth part. And I don't know, last year, like most people, I was triggered when the Black Panther official piece was not a removable helmet. But, you know, after, you know, getting better at customizing and kind of realizing it looks better when it's just the headpiece itself, not removable, because it's very form-fitting and it looks overall better. So I'm really happy with how this helmet sculpt turned out, and just how the figure turned out in general. And a lot of people were telling me, like, oh, in his suit, it doesn't have the lenses. Well, in, like, the first and second trailer, in the car chase scene, he does have the silver lenses, but at that last part of the second trailer, when, you see the purple glow, he doesn't, so I'm assuming he can just turn them on and off. And honestly, I just like the look of them with the lenses in, so I just kept it like that. Now we will go on to the Spider-Man updates. I probably should have did it first, but basically, it's literally the exact same Spider-Man that I've showed you many, many times before, except I added these little gold bits on the bottom of his shoes, underneath the gold lines, just because as more and more concept art comes out, it gives me more detail. Two things I do want to mention. One, a lot of the concept art coming out right now shows that it's a dark blue suit, where the dude who actually made this suit said it was black and red. So I'm not 100% sure which color it is. I made it black because that's who the dude who made the final suit design said it was. So I went with black. If in the Infinity War it's blue, I will change my figure, but I'm going to leave it black. Also, I have my first knockoff figure. I bought one. It hasn't come in yet, but yeah, a store on AliExpress is selling a knockoff Iron Spider figure, and it's my design. And you can tell it's my design because a lot of things like the legs and the back are mostly improvised by me, and they use the exact design. And yeah, so if you just... And it's not based on this version of the figure, it's my first version that I posted on Instagram and Flickr. So if you look at those versions and then look at this at the knockoff, you'll see they're basically the same. So yeah, I mean, hey, I have my first knockoff. That's pretty cool. So yeah, now final Thor Ragnarok spoiler warning. This figure is a spoiler for Thor Ragnarok, so if you do not want to know, click off the video. Okay, so here we have Thor Odinson from Avengers Infinity War / the end of Thor Ragnarok. So as you can see, the spoiler was the eye patch in Thor Ragnarok. Hela cuts his eye out, and he has an eye patch at the end of the film. So yeah, I had to be pretty secretive about this dude. I finished him 2 weeks ago, but couldn't post until a week after Thor Ragnarok came out, so I'll probably already posted it today, or am going to. Yeah, the suit itself, he wore during the post-credit scenes or the post-credit scene of Infinity War, or of Thor Ragnarok, and he's going to be wearing it in Infinity War. We have been told, and he will have the eye patch in Infinity War. I got the eye patch thing spoiled for me because as soon as I was like, "Yo, I'm going to start on my Thor figure for Infinity War." It had already come out in Europe at that point. A bunch of people responded like, "Yo, you should wait till after Thor Ragnarok. There may be something you want to add," which was innuendoing the eye patch. But there were, those couple people who were like, "Yo, dude, he has an eye patch, so just make sure you add that." So, I mean, it was nice that some people tried to save me from spoilers, but that didn't really help, did it? So, yeah, it was spoiled for me, but whatever. So the hairpiece is the sleepy hairpiece. Sanded the crap out of. As you can see, there's these weird patterns, like I sanded into it, because if you look at his haircut, he has like weird triangles cut into his hair, so I kind of tried to represent that with these weird things sanded in his hair, and I like how it turned out. I mixed some weird color with like orange, brown, and tan to kind of match the beard, and I like the hair color. I used the new Thor Ragnarok face because I like how it looks, and I painted the eye patch, which I painted gray and then added a bit of a gold design on it, which, I don't know, from the pictures that people sent me, like leaked screenshots, it looked just all gray, but after seeing the movie, it's like gray, but then it's like outlined in gold, and then there's like a little slash in it of gold, so I added that. For the torso, I'm really happy with how it turned out. All of those sections are layered E-tape, and then the circles are sculpted. They're a little uneven, but I'm happy with how they turned out. So I painted all in matte black, which as soon as I got matte black, I instantly came in love with it. I painted him all matte black, him all matte black, Gamora all matte black. I just fell in love with matte black, the paint. I don't know why. So yeah, the muscles, or the E-tape and stuff was pretty cool. Legs, not 100% sure about reference, like there's not a lot of reference, so I just painted a simple design, and I will change it if it's inaccurate, and I just added these two silver details from like a blurry screen image, and these weird designs on the side of the legs from, again, a blurry screen image. No back on this dude, because just like Black Panther, I'm sure we'll get more back reference later, and I'll just add that later. For his like gloves things, I really like, I just did some E-tape like crossing over his arm, and then I just painted muscles onto his skin toned arms because they seem kind of plain, so I painted like a muscle design on there. So yeah, that's Thor from Thor Ragnarok, and yeah. And last, I said there was a surprise. It has nothing related to Infinity War, but it's a figure I made, and I thought I'd show it in my newest video. It's a sig fig. So this is me. For you who don't know, I play on my high school football team, so this is me in my jersey, in my, in my jersey and the game pants and stuff, and I just wanted to because I love the game. I didn't love it the first year I played it, but this year I've had a lot of fun, and I just had a great time, and I love the game, so I decided to do that. This is the second version of my sig fig that I've made. So yeah, same hairpiece. I updated the head because I've got new glasses, plus I wanted to make it more accurate, and I think it is. There's our school jersey. I'm number 42. Didn't put anything on the back because, I mean, it's a sig fig, I don't really care to. Plus, it looks fine without that. Then I have, like, my pads and my gloves that I wear when I play football. For the socks that we have, I just use E-tape, and then I just paint on my cleats, and we have this really cool wing design on the side of the pants, because our mascot's a bird. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, as you can see. Like, just that cool wing design. I don't know, I really like our jerseys. So, yeah. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know which one of these figures of Infinity War was your favorite and what you thought of Thor Ragnarok. Next week I will be uploading my updated Gladiator Hulk showcase. I already made a showcase on him, but it was inaccurate because that was like my version of the Gladiator Hulk, so I will be doing a updated, well, I updated the figure to be more accurate, and I will be showcasing it on, I will be showcasing it next week. So yeah, this has been a lot of people waiting for part 3. I'm not sure when part 4 is going to come out because I don't have any figures done, and I'm getting into the more complicated figures now that I've done most of the simple ones. So yeah, right now I'm working on Falcon, or trying to work on Falcon. So it's going to be a while until you see the next Infinity War figure posted on Instagram or Flickr. But yeah, so be sure to check out all my social media where I tend to post these figures way before I end up posting them on YouTube. And I guess that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.